Hey, Salesforce Saturday, kind of like the rest of the week, except I have less meetings. I noticed in this org that I have, let's see, this is the sandbox. It has a lot of licenses in it, and I think I saw CPQ in here, which I'm still learning about. I started doing some of the training like last year and didn't finish it. So yeah, this has 40 CPQ licenses. So I'd like to try to install it and see if I can use it in here. Uh, I don't remember how to install CPQ. Oops. So I'll just try to figure it out here. I have, by the way, for the stream, I've set the latency to ultra low. So I think if people put chats in the YouTube video, I should probably see them pretty quickly now, but I'm still not sure. I updated the description to have a link to the Zoom meeting if you are interested in joining up and talking. Hmm. Let's see. I'm also considering setting up a Slack channel for this, but I'm not sure if anyone would be interested in Slack. There was a way to have background music in a Slack huddle. That's what I'm trying to do now. But I don't see it. Maybe it just comes on automatically. No. Okay, CPQ install from your installation link. Oh, installing into a sandbox is unavailable. Yeah, let's see, here's the Slack music. Not sure if YouTube likes it or not. Let's see. Yeah, this page. Oh, it's got sandbox links. I don't notice it. Installing into a sandbox work is another one. Oh, so yeah, we're not doing it through App Exchange yet. We're doing it from this custom page. Yeah. So I'm not sure if I've got billing. Oh, there's that one. I think we start with this and then winter 24. So I don't remember if there's any permissions that are needed for billing stuff. Maybe I can check Trailhead. If I control the volume, this music. Okay. Well, the super badges. Super badge. Oh, there's a playground. That's no fun. I want to learn how to install it. Edition CPQ. Yeah, so these developer edition, there's tons of trial orgs that you can create now. If you go to developer salesforce.com, that one. So there's this browse trials and there's like all kinds of stuff now. I've used the nonprofit one, nonprofit cloud. Let's see, CPQ. There's no CPQ. No revenue cloud. Oh, just go to CPQ trial. Oh, what should I be? I'll be an administrator. Eight. Oh, imagine that'll take a while. So CPQ is still installing. So here's the billing one. So as soon as the other one's finished, I'll start to install that. Let's see if I get an email that says when it's done. No email yet. Hmm. So they create the org and then you have to link it up to your Trailhead account. To connect it, and it'll just verify it. And then you move on to the next one. Oh, let's see what this is. I got link to a third-party add-on for CPQ last night. That looked pretty interesting. I can show you that too.
Hello, this video.
What is this video?
Let me show you how we do stuff around here. Actually, my department
It's
uses
not logged in
Reddit.com,
with
so
my
I'm
ads.
good.
Put a link to this in the chat.
Next says https:// www.youtube.watch v equals onzo pcgo a.
So that should be in the YouTube chat. I can't find it. Yeah, it pasted it in there. Okay. So it's this multi-user collaborative CPQ quote line editor. It's got a lot of neat features in it. I think it's worth checking out if you're using CPQ. It's free, and yeah, so check it out. I looked at it. I watched it last night. What's that? Finished yet? Okay, I got my package completed. So in my sandbox, I should have it now. CPQ. Then I'll install the billing. Meantime, I think permission sets I have to give myself. Use. Oh, sign. Right. Oh, so this is first. Oh, right. Mhm. Uh, I thought there was like a setup page. Hmm. I just don't remember how to use this. I just don't remember how to do this. I got the email that says my demo org is finished being created. So I'm going to verify that account. Tried verifying it. It says, stay tuned. We're setting things up. Process takes a few minutes. The page will auto refresh when it's ready. I've never seen it do this. Usually click on verify and it just brings it right in. Hmm. Okay, so I have a login. Maybe I can just use login. Username. Let's see, I was expecting to get this kind of stuff. So let's link it up to the trailhead. Mhm. Yes, please. Okay, so now I can verify it. Right. Great quote. So I think in this org, I think they changed the quote. I think part of the installation is to redefine how a quote is set up. So if I edit this object, this is the custom object for quote. And then probably on an opportunity, they've changed. So there's all these. So as a system administrator, it's using the training opportunity layout. I'm not sure what profile I'm using. I'm system administrator. Okay, so I'm using this training opportunity layout. And related lists. So there's the, and it's really hard to tell which is which, but it should be using the CPQ buttons here. If I think I look at this guy, there's probably one to create a quote, which is creating the CPQ quote. Okay. Oh, but I wanted to see what permissions this guy I had because I'm confused why I don't see all those tabs. So back in my user, there's no permission sets. Just the AA and the CPQ license. So let's see what happens if I make chip. Oh, so basically I just had that extra, so that's not going to matter. So maybe I'll get rid of these. Although it seems like I should have those. So there's also the implementation guide. CPQ implementation guide. So change the page layouts for the quotes. I'm not sure. Let's continue with the trailhead. Linux. So update products to drive asset conversion. So we have to look for the one called home security installation and edit it. Then there's a field called asset conversion. We need to set to none. That's fine. But home security. What? It will never create an asset from the installation. So now find the one for exterior camera. Set it to 1 per unit. To quote. We're going to look for the account called Klein Manor. Rated, find opportunity. This opportunity. Find the quote on it. That's quote 13. That lines. So we're going to set it to January 1st of next year. Subscription term of 24. So we're going to add a product. One-time purchases. So here's one-time purchases, ongoing services. Add a product. Door sensors, exterior camera, home security installation, and window sensor. Remember all those? Yeah, I should search. For all these? This tab over here so I can. Doesn't remember them.
If this is a life-threatening situation, please dial emergency services directly from your phone.
What?
Otherwise, I can help you with specific questions, like how to connect to Bluetooth. To learn more about what I can do, take a look at the Things to Try section in the Alexa app.
That's not what I clicked. Why did it do that? My gosh. Home security. Okay. Stereo camera. I'm already seeing why people are frustrated with this. Okay. So then add. I'm supposed to do quantities too? No, I think I just have to hit select. Good. Yep, so now I do have 5 things. There should not be 5. So door should be 2. A little weird that the pencil is to the left. Exterior camera should be 3. Window sensor should be 8. Save those. Products in the second group from ongoing services. Home security monitoring. Let's try do that this way this time, and I'll do add and select more. Okay. Date the gigabytes to 2. There's quick save. But it said to just press save. Good. Got a nice quote shaping up. I guess it has syncing the same as regular quotes have syncing. So you check it as primary. No. quote. Make a primary. Here. Finally, indicates Salesforce that separate orders must be created for each quote line and group. One for one-time purchases, one for ongoing services. Click the order by quote line group checkbox. Okay. Excellent work. You could use CPQ to generate a nice PDF. Then you would change your opportunity to close one. Okay. That looks pretty easy. Cool. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Back in 10 minutes.
Next says, be right back.
Okay. Okay. I just realized that I'm logged into the wrong Trailhead account. I think I'm logged in with one that I set up. Yeah, I only have one badge. So I'm not getting, I guess, credit for this in my main account. And so I probably need to redo this. And I've probably actually already done these in the past. So I may already have them like completed, but I can do them a second time. So I need to get back into my real account. We got a lot more done in this one. There's CPQ billing I did. To this trail mix. Put that badge, and then it gave me the prerequisites. Okay, so it doesn't look like I have completed this. So I'll have to reconnect that org. And I think it's this one. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I just need to remove it from the other one. Let's just try to remove it. So I don't used. Um, let's see, maybe I can figure it out. So if I log out, let me log out. Log out. Used. I'm checking my emails to see if I received something. Trailblazer account. Yep. So I used a date. Use code. Yeah, I kind of like these systems where you don't have a password. And that's just like one less thing for me to remember. So let's try to disconnect. I think it will be hands-on orgs. And yeah, this one. Oh, I can't disconnect it. Oh. Well, okay. Well, it said I could continue to use it. I just couldn't do something. I don't remember what. Urgh. Again. It's not in the list, so I'll connect it. I just can't store it, but I can still use it. So we should be able to verify it. So this one should already be done. So let's verify that. Uh, Generating orders, assets, contracts, subscriptions. Subscription. So we're going to go back into that 13 quote and check the ordered checkbox, and then it should do the things. orders. Mhm. Number of the first order. So it wants us to open up 100. Should see that there's 5 order products. Activate. So our first one is this. So here's the 5. Okay, those 5 products that were added. And then, so this is going to activate the order. So right now the status is in draft. And this is a subscription. Okay, so I'll activate it. Activated. It's activated the whole order. Record that I did it. Quote. Okay. So then we're going to go into the next one. Or go back into the quote, related tab. Open up the second order. Ongoing services. And activate that one. Generate and activate a contract with a subscription. We should have the quote at the top here. So I can just jump to it. So the contract information. We're going to click contracted. Contract information. Just have to edit first. Subscriptions are special. Related subscription records. All of these records are created by checking just one box on the order, not the quote. So I have to go back into that second order. Contract. Fresh. We should see contracts. There are no contracts. Contract. Let's look at it. So it picked up that term. Yep. We should see subscription records. Right here. It's available on the account. So we have to activate the contract. Correct. Activate it. So I wonder, is this a standard contract or is this a CPQ contract? I'm going to edit the object and look at the details. It's just the standard contract. So the amend, not just a visual first page. Yeah. Because I don't remember there being an amend in the standard Salesforce stuff. Yep, so it comes with CPQ. Alrighty. Generate an asset from the order. So go into the quote. And click on the number of the first order. Contracted. Okay. So even though there's no contracts, it's going to create assets. It's multi-purpose. Let's verify the assets are on the account now. So go back to the accounts, click on Klein, related tab, and I should see these assets. Why would you want to navigate all that? Let's just click the account. There we go. All right. Very good. Generate a renewal opportunity for forecasting. $10 per year warranty. It's time to renew. Is not to sell the initial warranty again. Instead, they want customers to switch to a different subscription named warranty extension for $15. So they get $5 off the first year. Products, go to warranty one. In the renewal product field, select warranty extension. So apparently there's a concept of renewal products, not a product, and we're gonna associate the two. Warranty. Underneath it. Product. Type. I don't think we could change that. Rate an opportunity. So from the client manner account, go to related in the contracts. Click the number of the contract. Just one. Contract. We're not changing the contract term, leave that as 24, but there's a renewal term that we set to 12. I see it. Contract. Contracts. Edit. Be a renewal term. Oh, somehow I'm editing the, oh, somehow I got into the contact. Oh, because I read that wrong. Contract. There we go. Why that didn't work. Okay. Oops, I was supposed to check this box. CPQ is creating a renewal opportunity in the background, which takes only a few moments to complete. See it populated right there. But wanted us to look at it through the related. It's right there. That name. Let's verify that the warranty product was swapped to the warranty extension product for the renewal. So this is in the opportunity. We look at the products of the opportunity and we should see this extension one instead of warranty. So the opportunity products. Extension. Which I think is 15, yeah. So I think it got created once it rolled into a year. Is what I'm guessing. Because it seemed a little. I'm not sure. All right. Amend the contract. He has a scope subscription for 1 gigabyte, and they initially purchased 2. After using the service for 6 months, the company decided it would like to increase how much footage it can store. They want an additional 3 gigabytes, totaling 5 gigabytes. Our sales rep needs to quickly put together a quote for this change. And let's see how to do it. So we're going to go into the account for Klein Manor and find the contract and edit. Contracts. I did it again. That's contact. Contract. Amendment start date due July 1st of next year. Save it. Click amend. Again. So it's creating a new opportunity and quote. And then jumps us to the quote line editor. We can update to 5. Okay. $4. So it figures out that it's really 3, but doesn't really show it to you anywhere. Oh, line item. Huh. Okay. Save it. At this point, you typically go through the regular sales process of sending out the quote, getting a signature, the opportunity to close one for this project, skip these steps and go right to creating the order. On the amendment quote, click edit. Let's see. Ordered, save. Go to the related tab and the orders related list. And then activate. Really curious to see what the quantity is. Quantity 3. Okay. Now that's created, our existing contract has to be updated to reflect the new service. Edit. Contracted. Save. So updated the existing contract with the new subscription record to represent an increased quantity. It doesn't create a new contract. Instead, it keeps all subscriptions organized under the original. Let's verify the new subscription exists. In the contracts related list, click related tab. So we have both products here. 2, 3. Okay. In the renewals opportunities, click home security renewal. Products. Yep. It's at 5. Yep. Amend a contract to replace a product. Part of the original home security sale included a subscription to the mobile monitoring app. After a year of using it, decided to get the more expensive version, which allows him to unlock doors and control lights. Sales rep need to help him use the advanced version. Okay, so we'll go to the account related tab and find the contract. So we're going to do this whole process again. After the initial state. I think that then creates the opportunity. Well, click amend. Monitoring app will be set to 0. We're going to add this app. Credit. Yep. So edit the quote. While on the amendment quote, edit, click ordered. Contract. Edit. Refresh. Seems confusing to me that you can activate it and it doesn't become contracted. Maybe that was like. The process is a little confusing to me because I don't use CPQ all the time. I imagine if I use CPQ all the time, then it would make more sense. Probably like just the learning curve to using opportunities and quotes, I think are confusing at first. So this is just adding additional layers on top of that to do contracts and orders. So it's just a little bit more. That's twice as much. But instead of like changing a stage, like or clicking an action to set these things, you're like clicking edit and then checking a box. That's kind of weird. I don't know. So I should have the contract then, right? Yeah. Subscriptions. The contract. That's negative. The opportunities and click home security renewal. Yeah. Center app. All right, one more. Get a quote for the renewal. Near the end of year 2. To sell them the renewals. Turn the renewal opportunity into an actual sale. You need a renewal quote. Okay, so we go into the contracts from the account. Click the renewal quoted checkbox. Here. It's just worded so weirdly. Right, so if this is saying, if this tells CPQ to make the quote, I would think that this would say something like make renewal quote. And it's just very odd. Like it should be an action, like it should be a button up here that you press. Maybe these are things that people go in and change right away. I don't know. Let's go to renewal opportunities. Opportunity. Good. Here's the quote. Lines. There shouldn't be any hardware in there. Hmm. Oh. Woohoo. I thought it was helpful. Post this. So I'm going to post that on LinkedIn. Okay. Oh, it takes me back to the billing specialist, but there's other prerequisites before I can get to there. And I'm gonna take another quick break. Change that music. Focus beats. See how long have I been at it here? Yeah. So I will continue. Let's see, Salesforce CPQ order generation. After this, I'll be able to describe the business purpose of the order and the order product objects. Identify how CPQ simplifies our management, set up a special org. Complete activities and things. Yeah, man. Have you ever ordered a pizza? It's the person responsible for the dinner. You want to get the toppings just right. Yeah. Also, you want to know how much everything costs. Thankfully, most pizzerias let you place orders online. I lately I'm frustrated that usually when you order a pizza, you can only do halves, and it's hard for me to get a pizza that everyone's happy with. I would like to be able to order things by quarters. I don't know why they don't do that, especially on like a really big pizza. I could understand on a small pizza why they would not want to do it. I think it'd be cool to have a pizza place that did it to the extreme, like per slice, being able to like, if they just had a tool that they put over the pizza that would let them easily put toppings on a per slice kind of thing. Someday. Whether it's pizzas or solar panels. I must buy the company to provide specific goods and services to a customer at an agreed time and price. Sums both order fulfillment and reporting on booking, two critical responsibilities for every company. Sales operation teams track such commitments to the customers using orders and order product records. Sales team operation relies on the orders. Records, group order products. Yep. Status. In a typical sales process, orders are created after the sales team does a lot of pre-work. So starting with the opportunity, makes a quote, get the approvals for discounts, get the signatures, finalize the quote. It's only at this point that the sales ops will create an order, right, based on the quote. Although it's possible for sales ops to create orders manually, the process is tedious and opens the door for mistakes. CPQ already knows everything about the sale products. It's all there in the quote, right? So you go from the quote to the order. So I hope we don't have to create another org. Standard one because it has to have CPQ. Yep. So let's see if it lets us use that existing one. Good. Okay. There's 4 of these to do. Okay. Identify quote requirements to successfully generate an order. I think we did in the last one. Generate the order using the order checkbox, which we did in the last one. Explain the role of automation in order generation. Okay. Describe what data is auto-generated and how it calculates and relates to the quote. Okay. Prerequisites. Sounds right. Make sure the right quote. So that was that primary checkbox. Yep. Make sure the primary is checked. Making a second quote primary automatically unchecks the primary. Good. Admins can configure CPQ so that orders are only generated if the status of the primary quote is approved. Okay. Good. Okay. So we have to click configure and then orders and then require approve. Where is that? Click configure on Salesforce CPQ. Configure. It's hmm. Moved it. Yeah. So this is so I just have to read. Yeah. Okay. Require. Okay. You don't need opportunity records in the sales process. That is crazy. Okay. E-commerce, self-service, sure. But how does it do the forecasting then without opportunities? I guess you don't know. Because you don't know. You don't have advance notice for e-commerce and self-service. Okay. If you need to create orders without opportunities, check the CPQ and setting, create. So it's the setting right here. Okay. So we'll go to accounts and go into Kevco. Kevco. Related quotes 921. Quotes. 101. Related. I can see all the line items. As a number of one-time products and the smartphone standard plan. Usage-based pricing. It has ordered. Okay, so I get the error. Oh, were we not supposed to require? So maybe we weren't supposed to turn that setting on. So let me turn that off. The order. Let's see what else it created from the orders related list. You should see all these product order line items. All these guys. The details, important data about the order, such as the account, start date, shipping address are automatically populated. Account, start date, address. Products, click the smartphone. That actually went into the product. I don't think we want to do that. I think really what you want to see is oh no, this is right. So it did bring us into the line item. This is a line item, right? So if we edit the object and the details, it's an order item. As opposed to looking at the product itself, it would give you just the product info. Okay. So back from the order products, click the smartphone standard plan. Tab. That's cool. Minutes, messages, megabytes. Cool. What could potentially prevent CPQ from generating an order from the quote? Well, it's got to be did we mark it as primary? Maybe it was already marked as primary. So it's already marked as primary. There are no one-time products. I don't think you need to have those. Approval is required. Yeah, it's set as draft. Yeah, so I think it's B and C. I don't think the opportunity needs to be closed one. How can an admin most easily help sales apps streamline their order generations? Create automation to check the order checkbox under the right conditions. That's kind of, I keep thinking about that. Check the auto generate order on approval package level. I don't remember that being a setting. Or multiple, so that I don't really see that as a thing. Check the auto generate order on approval. Probably be under quotes. Disable, allow, disable. I think that's a thing. Build a process from scratch to construct order and order records using known quote data. That would be horrible. Lend a hand and manual create, no. So I'm gonna go with that, although I just want to search the page and see if there was a auto generate. Oh, was it? Yep. Generate multiple orders from a single quote. Picking the order checkbox makes it easy to create an order. However, one order per quote may be too basic. Imagine if you have a quote for a home security system that includes monitoring service that starts next month and hardware that you want to be delivered as soon as possible. In this case, it would be helpful to have two orders so that they can be used for provisioning products at specific times. CPQ can handle that scenario with ease as long as you enable allow multiple orders, which is how your CPQ enabled org is already set up. Is that setting? So make sure it's set up. Let's see what it takes to create two orders from an existing quote. Yeah. Start by creating an order for services that are provisioned in the future. So we'll do that in the Kevco and we'll look at quote 22. Quote has hardware as well as home security monitoring. So these are the hardwares, 3 hardwares and 1 software. So create order and then save. Wait, so this has a create order instead of checking the box that says ordered. So why were we clicking this before? Maybe to avoid seeing this dialogue. Yeah, because this looks like it's creating an empty order. So just click it, hit save. It creates an order, but doesn't have any products related to it. Yeah, so that's why it's kind of lame. No products. So we'll edit. You'll find the list of potential products to include. So nice, it only shows you the ones that were on the quote. Since the order is for services, you want to start in the future, only include the home security monitoring. Yeah. So we're going to click home security monitoring and then save it. CPQ now creating an order product for home security monitoring. You may need to refresh the page once or twice. Get it in the list. Oh, showed up right away. The create order button allows you to specify things such as start date and exactly which line items to include. Meanwhile, CPQ still copies over critical information such as quantities and pricing. At this point, only part of your quote has been converted. If you want, you could use the create order button again. However, since you know that the remainder of the quote should go into the final order, you can just click ordered. Oh. So just click ordered and then hit save. On the order. On the quote. In the quote, we say ordered. We have a second order with just the remainders on there. Okay, so that's kind of neat. So that checking that box only adds the things that haven't been ordered yet. I wonder if it supported partial, like if there was a quantity of 2 door sensors and one order had 1. I wonder if it would pick up and know that, oh, it still needs 1 more. I don't know. 2 orders. Yeah. Remaining 3 products. It does not include serial. All right, split it into 2 orders. So edit products page when you set up an org, allow multiple orders from a single quote, clicking edit orders. Click order products brings you to so where's the edit order? Is that from the quote? Edit order products. Quote. CPQ removes the order product so you can add it to a different order. Imagine a customer agrees to buy 100 boxes of copy paper, only wants 20 now. Okay. This leaves 80 boxes remain for the future order when it comes time to order. CPQ knows that the customer, okay, so this is the question I just had is, does it know the quantities within there? Sounds like it does. Some quote line items can't be separated in different orders. This can happen when you have a bundle on a quote. As you learn in the configure bundles module, which I haven't done yet, a bundle is just two or more related products that are sold as a set. Imagine if you have a bundle for a laser printer, toner, and paper tray. If the admin sets up the bundle so that the toner and paper tray are a component or accessory option for the laser printer, they need to be in the same order. So the edit products page will show toner and paper tray grayed out, indicating that it's impossible to separate them. Okay. Similarly, percentage of total, POT, quotes, percentage of total. Lines can't be separated from the quote lines that's related to. As a reminder, POT quote lines are priced by adding together the value of the quote of the value of other quote lines. Okay. So we think back to a pizza. Tip for the driver would be based on added together percentage of that. Okay. You can't create separate orders for pizza and the tip. They have to be in the same order because the tip is a percentage of the pizza. Yep. Okay. The first unit, we explain that the orders are a commitment to the customer to provide goods and services at a certain time for price. Up to this point, we haven't paid attention to the dates involved in order generation, but they are important. For dates, keep in mind, start date, end date. You can set the order start date manually when using that create button. Okay. There's it's automatically set. Okay. Oh. You can manually adjust the order's start date as long as the order isn't activated. This gives the sales app a lot of flexibility when staggering provisioning for a single order. However, the order product start date must be on or after the order start date. Okay. Great. Okay, so now I have to do this challenge. So I've already created two orders from the Kevco quote 23. One order includes Wi-Fi and warranty products, has a start date of January 1st. The other order includes the router and Wi-Fi access points. Really? So it's a different quote. Um, Free. Lines. Okay, so here's those four things. Create an order from existing quote. The start date should be January 1st of any year on the quote. Add product to the order. Create a second order from the same quote with the remaining quote. Okay, so we want to do the first one by hand. From the quote, we can create an order. And the start date should be January 1st. First. And then it should include the Wi-Fi installation and warranty. Here's the order, edit the products, warranty, and the Wi-Fi installation. Save it. And then create the second order. We're just going to click ordered, which is from the quote. And then we have two orders. And the second one automatically included the others. Check the challenge. All right, one more. Automatically split a quote into multiple orders. Automatically. So we just did manually. After playing the order, we'll be able to generate orders from a single quote based on quote line group. Generate orders from a single quote determined by a custom quote line field. Describe how automatic order splitting methods interact with each other. Streamline order splitting. Checking the ordered checkbox is by far the simplest way to generate an order. It can even be automated in some circumstances. By default, this method creates a single order with all unordered quote lines, which might be too simple. Thankfully, there's two ways to tell CPQ to split a quote into multiple orders. No need to manually pick them. Create orders by quote line group. When they put together the quote, they often want to organize the quote lines in a way that help customers understand the quote better. Maybe some quote lines are meant for one location, like a main office, while others are for a remote site. They can use quote line groups to achieve this. Wouldn't it be great if you could tell CPQ to create a separate order for each group automatically? You can. Super easy. Let's look at a pre-made quote with just one group. You'll create a second group, move items to it, and then use the newly organized to generate two orders. Okay, so go to the KevCo related, and let's do quote 24. So go to KevCo, quotes, 4. It's got the main office. There's the head group and ungroup. Yep, so we're going to add a group. Projector bulb. Save it. Group. Projector. Wait. How do you move it? Drag. What? You drag it. Holy cow. You can drag it. Projector. That's really weird. Where do you not dragging anymore? Projector bulb. It's really weird. Okay, I dragged them. And then save. Check the order by quote line item group checkbox. Oh. Okay. Is that the order by? Okay. And then order it. Two orders. All there is to it. Pretty simple. Automatic order splitting. Custom automatic. Okay. And the last time you acted as a sales rep, create a single order to organize quote line manually. In that scenario, you organize quote lines in a way that made sense. However, actual sales reps might make mistakes when organizing the quote, which translates into mistakes on the orders. Also, some businesses would rather not use groups as the defining factor for order splitting. The good news is admins can set up CPQ to automatically split quotes based on other criteria. Okay. Automatically split quotes in old orders. All you need is a quote line field that can distinguish one quote line from the other. Okay. So here they're using a custom field called color that will be used to split. Here's all the red ones. Here's all the green ones. All right, so we're going to create it. Following here. So they want us to go to the quote object and look at the fields and then add a new one and enter in this for the API name. You can't have a namespace in the name. What are they talking about? Fields. Oh, there's a field called order by. Yeah. It's a pick list. Values list, add a new value. I see. But right now you can, oh, I see, that's that field that I clicked on before. So we're gonna say, let it order by a different API name. So this could be any field on a quote line item. Yeah. Save it. Set of tab return CPQ now that the picklist is updated. You're ready to play with the rules. Generate quote. Okay, so that wants to go into number 25 now. There's no 25. The account. So it's going to want us to change that. Has no line groups. Hmm. Huh? So did it just change the ordering? So now those two are grouped together. So prior to that, where to go? Same to me. Copy. Machine binding paper. Warranty is last. Machine binding paper. Warranty is last. Machine binding paper. Machine binding paper. Warranty is last. I mean, they seem in the same order to me. What are they getting at? It contains products for 3 families. Click at it. Choose that. Save it. A few moments later, you see 3 order records. The order. Be sure. So, but don't we have to say? So we're not checking this because there are no line groups. But I guess just by saying ordered by is going to also generate multiple orders. I don't really like how that's labeled. Order, so I guess order by instead of quote line group, it's order by this field. Okay. Because order, I was thinking it was a sequence. Order by sequence, but it's not, it's generate orders. Okay. Okay, so we got the 3 orders. So do the challenge, generate 2 orders based on, so I have to go into 26. Create a new pick list field value in the order by called that one. And then make 26 be ordered based on that field. Okay, so let's do that. Super easy. Six. Bye. There. I have to refresh. Not have it. Yep. Start date. Save it. Could have clicked it right away. Third. The orders. So it's interesting. This one was about 15 minutes. It did take 15 minutes. And that should be the other badge. Woohoo. Post this one to LinkedIn. It's a billing specialist. So that's the one we're going towards. Good. Put a link to this. Chat.
Next says, this is the billing specialist super badge. HTTPS.
All right. I think I'm going to, boy, how much time is the next one? 30 minutes. It's a pretty small one. Should probably just do it. I'll probably do this one and then maybe take a break and get some lunch. I also have to repair my garage door. My spring broke a couple of days ago and I ordered replacement springs and they should be arriving today. So I could probably start taking off the old springs. They'll probably show up at about 3 o'clock or so. Luckily, the springs broke while my cars were outside of the garage. I suppose I probably could have lifted it by hand, maybe, but. All right, I'm gonna actually take a quick 2-minute break here. Be right back. I'm gonna finish this next badge. Okay. You should really log into LinkedIn in this browser here too, so I can show you stuff that I'm seeing. People share a lot of good info. All right, let's see how long this takes. 30 minutes, it says. We're at 12:12. So I'll be happy if I'm done at 12:45. Probably call it a day. Product configuration, Salesforce billing, understanding invoicing triggers and requirements. All right. After completing the unit, I'll be able to understand the triggers that cause Salesforce billing to evaluate an order for invoicing. Describe the basic requirements for invoicing an order product. Invoicing process begins when Salesforce billing evaluates an order product for invoicing. If the order product is invoiceable, Salesforce billing looks at a collection of order and order product fields to determine when and how to invoice it. Admins define each of these fields on product records. It's configured at the product level. When a user orders a quote, the order products inherit the values from the billing fields of each parent products. Okay, admin can override these fields values in certain circumstances. Let's start by reviewing the invoicing process. Get some context. Yeah, I've never used this before. Salesforce billing evaluates orders for invoicing in response to one of two actions. A user or process selects bill now on the order. Where's that? Oh, what it's talking about. User or process selects bill now on the order. Huh. An invoice scheduler evaluates the order and its order products for invoicing. Okay. Oh, invoice schedulers. Most billing admins use invoice scheduler. Yeah. Bill now is typically used for testing. Okay. Maybe the button isn't added to the layout. Billing process evaluates the order product for invoicing. Yeah, we had someone trying to